Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium.
Tonight, it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4.
Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Throwing here, Howell.
Being chased out left.
Going to be caught downfield by Dotson.
A huge play there for Washington. 46 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to it. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here's Howell. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
Terry McLaurin, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead.
Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and that'll bring up second down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
In motion right goes Smith-Schuster.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope it didn't come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
2nd down, Howell back to pass. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Howell down to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Here's more on the return. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
In motion right goes Smith-Schuster.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. A 1st and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that one thrown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Hal, he'll look to throw it.
His throw incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Samuel in motion. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Vikings will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 14. The football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the train.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Well, you got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a give, left side, it's Portis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. So here's a 3rd and 14. And Howe will throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The Vikings are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
And now an audible here into something else. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 26. 36 yards on the play.
But they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Smith-Schuster. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
Ready up!
Touchdown grab. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. Had the option to hand that one off and run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point forthcoming. And that one makes it 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go play action. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Running right, Portis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion right goes Smith-Schuster.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
This a 2nd and 8. Powell.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Howell.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Mekhi Blackmon's got it. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
They'll send Moss in motion right. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Here is 3rd and 5. Back to throw again. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing here, Howell. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, you don't want to see that penalty at any point, but it adds a little extra to it when it comes on 3rd down.
It certainly does, because if this were a boxing match, they had him on the ropes there. 3rd down incompletion, 4th down upcoming. Instead, that mistake resets everything back to 1st down, which means they have to stay on the field longer to try and stop this drive.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. Here's Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An inside give. Here's Portis. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. On second down, they'll run it here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll audible to something else. Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now here's Ryan Wright now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown! Washington. Terry McLaurin, 72 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. from the gun. They'll try to run it.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
2nd and 6. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Portis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now a carry for Portis. Down the right sideline. He's on his way.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are able to extend their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground. And he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Slide for the PAT.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score. Commanders 28, Vikings 10.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up second down.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see.
Here we go, here we go.
On play action, they'll throw.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Point after here coming up. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings booming away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll give this up the middle to Portis.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. Here's Tress Way now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and a couple.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. They'll
set up a throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play,
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
Stop made there by Brian Asamoah. From the 46, here's second down and 5. Al down to throw it.
Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Catch is made by Arcega right side. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed. And it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
And Howell will throw it.
And this is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson.
41 yards.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And they're going to speed things up here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, 42 yards.
And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
But that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be taken down after a gain of about 8, as that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief.
The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Quan Martin.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation